Question 1. Topic: Title examination procedures. When conducting a title search for a property, you discover a recorded lien that appears to be invalid due to a missing signature on the lien document. Which of the following steps should be taken to address this issue? A. Ignore the lien as it is invalid and proceed with issuing the title insurance policy. B. Notify the property owner that the lien is invalid and advise them to resolve it with the lien holder before issuing the policy. C. Record an affidavit in the public records stating the lien is invalid and proceed with issuing the policy. D. Consult with a legal professional to determine the validity of the lien and resolve any issues before proceeding with issuing the policy. Answer: D. Consult with a legal professional to determine the validity of the lien and resolve any issues before proceeding with issuing the policy. Explanation: when a title examiner encounters a potential issue like an invalid lien, it is crucial to consult with a legal professional. This ensures that the issue is thoroughly reviewed and resolved according to legal standards before issuing the title insurance policy. Simply ignoring or attempting to resolve the lien without professional input could expose the insurer to risks and legal complications. According to West Virginia Code SS3691, all title issues must be properly resolved to avoid future claims and ensure clear title. Question 2. Topic: Risk assessment. Which of the following best describes the method for assessing the risk associated with a potential title defect? A. Reviewing past claim histories related to similar defects. B. Determining the likelihood of the defect affecting the property's marketability and value. C. Consulting the seller to understand their perspective on the title defect. D. Analyzing how the defect might impact future property transactions in the area. Answer: B. Determining the likelihood of the defect affecting the property's marketability and value. Explanation: assessing the risk associated with a title defect involves evaluating how the defect could affect the property's marketability and value. This assessment helps in deciding whether to insure the title and under what terms. According to industry best practices, this method provides a clear understanding of the potential impact on the property and aligns with the principles of risk management as outlined in the title insurance guidelines. Question 3. Topic: Scenario-based problem solving. Scenario: MS Taylor is purchasing a property in West Virginia and has just received her title insurance policy. The policy contains a standard exclusion regarding easements not recorded in the public records. After closing, MS Taylor discovers a previously unknown easement affecting her property. What should MS Taylor do next? A. Contact the title insurance company to file a claim based on the undisclosed easement. B. File a lawsuit against the seller for not disclosing the easement before closing. C. Accept the easement and adjust her property use plans accordingly without further action. D. Seek legal advice to explore the possibility of challenging the policy exclusion or negotiating a resolution with the title insurance company. Answer: D. Seek legal advice to explore the possibility of challenging the policy exclusion or negotiating a resolution with the title insurance company. Explanation: if an easement is discovered after closing that was not recorded and falls under policy exclusion, seeking legal advice is essential. Legal counsel can help determine whether there is a basis for challenging the exclusion or negotiating with the title insurance company for a resolution. West Virginia law requires careful consideration of policy exclusions and may offer avenues for addressing undisclosed issues. Consulting legal professionals ensures that MS Taylor's rights are protected and that any potential claims are handled appropriately. Question 4. Topic: Title insurance terminology. Which of the following best defines the term chain of title in the context of title insurance? A. The chronological sequence of legal documents that outline the ownership history of a property. B. The process of transferring ownership from the seller to the buyer through a title company. C. The series of inspections and evaluations conducted to assess the property's condition. D. The list of title insurance endorsements included in a policy. Answer: 8. The chronological sequence of legal documents that outline the ownership history of a property. Explanation: the chain of title refers to the chronological sequence of legal documents that trace the ownership history of a property from the original owner to the current owner. This sequence is essential for verifying the legitimacy of current ownership and ensuring that there are no gaps or issues with the property's title. According to industry standards, a clear chain of title is crucial for issuing title insurance and protecting against potential claims. Question 5. Topic: Issuance of title insurance policies. What is a common reason for including a standard exception EKIT title insurance policy? A. To exclude coverage for matters that are not typically covered under any title insurance policy. B. To ensure that any pre-existing defects in the title are automatically covered by the policy. C. To provide coverage for any claims arising from unknown liens or encumbrances. D. To cover the cost of legal fees associated with resolving title disputes. Answer A. To exclude coverage for matters that are not typically covered under any title insurance policy. Explanation: a standard exception EKA title insurance policy generally excludes coverage for specific issues that are commonly excluded in title insurance policies, such as zoning regulations or certain easements not recorded in the public records. This practice is in line with industry standards and ensures that the insurer is not liable for issues typically outside the scope of coverage. West Virginia Code SS369-1 supports the use of standard exceptions to manage risk and define policy boundaries. Question 6. Topic: Title search process. During a title search, you find a previously undisclosed property tax lien that is several years old. How should you proceed with this finding? A. Ignore the lien if it is older than the typical statutory limit for tax liens in West Virginia. B. Contact the local tax authority to verify the lien and determine its current status. C. Proceed with the title insurance issuance but include a note about the lien in the policy. D. Notify the buyer that they will need to pay off the lien before the transaction can be completed. Answer: B. Contact the local tax authority to verify the lien and determine its current status. Explanation: finding a previously undisclosed property tax lien requires verification with the local tax authority to determine its validity and status. Even if the lien is several years old, it must be addressed to ensure clear title and avoid future disputes. According to best practices and West Virginia title insurance regulations, proper verification and resolution of such liens are essential before proceeding with the title insurance issuance. Question 7. Topic: Risk management. What is the primary purpose of conducting a risk assessment during the title underwriting process? A. To identify potential title defects that could impact the property's marketability and value. B. To estimate the financial value of the property for insurance purposes. C. To determine the market value of the property based on recent sales data. D. To evaluate the potential impact of environmental factors on the property. Answer A. To identify potential title defects that could impact the property's marketability and value. Explanation: the primary purpose of conducting a risk assessment during title underwriting is to identify potential title defects that could affect the property's marketability and value. This assessment helps underwriters determine the appropriate coverage and exclusions for the title insurance policy. Effective risk management involves evaluating and addressing these defects to ensure the title insurance policy provides adequate protection. This practice aligns with industry standards and legal requirements. Question 8. Topic: Ethical considerations in title insurance. What is a key ethical consideration when handling a title insurance claim involving a potential conflict of interest? A. Ensuring that all parties involved are informed of the potential conflict and the steps taken to address it. B. Allowing the claimant to handle the conflict resolution independently without further involvement. C. Prioritizing the interests of the title insurance company over the claimant to protect the company's reputation. D. Resolving the conflict without disclosing it to any of the involved parties to avoid complications. Answer A. Ensuring that all parties involved are informed of the potential conflict and the steps taken to address it. Explanation: when handling a title insurance claim with a potential conflict of interest, it is crucial to ensure that all parties are informed about the conflict and the steps taken to address it. This approach maintains transparency and integrity in the claims process, adhering to ethical standards in the industry. The West Virginia Title Insurance Code emphasizes ethical practices and transparency to prevent conflicts of interest from compromising the fairness of the claims process. Question 9. Topic: Decision-making in underwriting. When faced with a decision to issue a title insurance policy on a property with unresolved title defects, what is the most appropriate course of action? A. Issue the policy with a full coverage endorsement to mitigate the risk of the defects. B. Refuse to issue the policy until all title defects are resolved to ensure clear title. C. Issue the policy with standard exclusions related to the identified defects. D. Consult with the property owner to determine if they are willing to accept the risk of the defects. Answer: B. Refuse to issue the policy until all title defects are resolved to ensure clear title. Explanation. In title underwriting, issuing a policy with unresolved title defects can expose the insurer to significant risk. The most appropriate course of action is to refuse to issue the policy until all defects are resolved, ensuring clear title. This practice aligns with underwriting standards and legal requirements in West Virginia, which emphasize the importance of resolving title issues to prevent potential future claims. Question 10. Topic: Analyzing complex title issues. Scenario. Mr. Smith discovers that his newly purchased property has a complex ownership structure involving multiple joint tenants and a recent transfer of interest. What should Mr. Smith do to ensure his title insurance policy adequately covers his interest? A. Review the title policy to ensure it covers joint tenancy and recent transfers of interest. B. Request a policy endorsement specifically covering joint tenancy and complex ownership issues. C. Negotiate with the title insurance company to obtain additional coverage for the complex ownership structure. D. Accept the standard policy coverage and address any potential issues with the seller directly. Answer. B. Request a policy endorsement specifically covering joint tenancy and complex ownership issues. Explanation. When dealing with complex ownership structures, such as multiple joint tenants and recent transfers, requesting a policy endorsement that specifically covers these issues is essential. This endorsement provides additional protection and ensures that the policy adequately addresses the unique aspects of the ownership structure. West Virginia title insurance practices and regulations support obtaining appropriate endorsements to manage complex title situations effectively. Question 11. Topic: Basic principles of title insurance. Which of the following best describes the concept of a title insurance coverage in relation to undisclosed encumbrances? A. Coverage that protects against known encumbrances, but not against any undisclosed issues. B. Coverage that provides protection against both recorded and undisclosed encumbrances that affect the title. C. Coverage that guarantees no encumbrances will affect the title in the future. D. Coverage that only applies to recorded encumbrances listed in the title search. Answer. B. Coverage that provides protection against both recorded and undisclosed encumbrances that affect the title. Explanation. Title insurance typically covers both recorded and undisclosed encumbrances that may affect the title. This comprehensive coverage ensures that the insured party is protected from potential claims arising from issues not discovered during the title search. According to industry standards and West Virginia regulations, title insurance is designed to offer protection against a wide range of title defects, including those that are not recorded. Question 12. Topic: Title insurance contracts. What is a common reason for including an exception to coverage in a title insurance policy? A. To provide coverage for all potential title defects without restrictions. B. To exclude specific risks or issues that are not covered by the standard policy terms. C. To ensure that the policy provides additional coverage for future changes in the property. D. To guarantee coverage for any disputes that arise after the issuance of the policy. Answer. B. To exclude specific risks or issues that are not covered by the standard policy terms. Explanation. An exception to a title insurance policy is included to exclude specific risks or issues that are not covered under the standard policy terms. These exceptions are outlined to manage risk and define the boundaries of coverage. West Virginia Code SS 3691 allows for exceptions to ensure clarity on what is not covered, which helps prevent misunderstandings and potential disputes over policy limits. Question 13. Topic: Identifying title defects. Which of the following is NOT typically considered a title defect? A. A lien that is properly recorded and satisfied. B. An undisclosed easement that affects the property's use. C. A forged deed in the chain of title. D. An expired judgment lien that has not been renewed. And so a lien that is properly recorded and satisfied. Explanation. A properly recorded and satisfied lien is not considered the title defect as it has been legally addressed and resolved. Title defects typically include issues like undisclosed easements, forged deeds, or expired judgment liens that have not been properly renewed. Identifying and resolving these defects is crucial for ensuring clear title and proper coverage under the title insurance policy. Question 14. Topic: Handling claims and disputes. If a title insurance claim arises from a defect that was known but not disclosed before closing, which of the following actions is most appropriate? A. Deny the claim based on the fact that the defect was known and should have been addressed before closing. B. Settle the claim without further investigation to expedite the resolution process. C. Investigate the circumstances surrounding the non-disclosure and determine the appropriate course of action based on policy terms. D. Request the claimant to resolve the defect independently and report back with proof of resolution. Answer. C. Investigate the circumstances surrounding the non-disclosure and determine the appropriate course of action based on policy terms. Explanation. When a title insurance claim involves a defect that was known but not disclosed, it is essential to investigate the circumstances to understand why the defect was not disclosed and determine the appropriate course of action based on the policy terms. This thorough investigation ensures that claims are handled fairly and in accordance with the policy's provisions as outlined in West Virginia title insurance regulations. Question 15. Topic: Title search process. In a title search, you come across a cloud on the title due to a disputed property boundary. What is the recommended course of action? A. Ignore the boundary dispute if it is minor and proceed with the title insurance issuance. B. Record the notice of the boundary dispute in the public records to alert future buyers. C. Seek a resolution through negotiation or legal means to clear the cloud on the title before issuing the policy. D. Inform the buyer of the boundary dispute and leave it to them to address the issue. Answer. C. Seek a resolution through negotiation or legal means to clear the cloud on the title before issuing the policy. Explanation. A cloud on the title caused by a disputed property boundary should be resolved through negotiation or legal means before issuing the title insurance policy. This ensures that the title is clear and free from disputes that could affect ownership. According to best practices in West Virginia title insurance guidelines, resolving such issues is crucial to avoid potential claims and ensure clear title. Question 16. Topic: Risk assessment. Which factor is LEAST likely to impact the risk assessment of a title insurance policy? A. The property's current market value and recent sales data. B. The history of claims related to the property or similar properties. C. The presence of any recorded or unrecorded encumbrances or liens. D. The personal financial status of the property's current owner. Answer. D. The personal financial status of the property's current owner. Explanation. The personal financial status of the property's current owner is least likely to impact the risk assessment of a title insurance policy. Risk assessment focuses more on the property's title history, recorded and unrecorded encumbrances, and historical claims. Evaluating the owner's financial status does not directly affect the title's risk but may be considered in other aspects of a real estate transaction. Question 17. Topic: Legal framework governing title insurance. Which federal regulation primarily governs the disclosure of title insurance costs and terms to consumers? A. The Fair Credit Reporting Act of CRA. B. The Real Estate Settlement Procedures Act, RESPA. C. The Truth in Lending Act, TILA. D. The Dodd-Frank Wall Street Reform and Consumer Protection Act. Answer. B. The Real Estate Settlement Procedures Act, RESPA. Explanation. The Real Estate Settlement Procedures Act, RESPA, primarily governs the disclosure of title insurance costs and terms to consumers. I. SPA requires that consumers receive a good faith estimate (GA) of settlement costs including title insurance to ensure transparency in real estate transactions. This regulation helps protect consumers by providing clear and comprehensive information about the costs and terms associated with title insurance. Question 18. Topic: Complex ownership structures. Scenario: MS Martinez is purchasing a property where the title is held in a living trust with multiple beneficiaries. What should be done to ensure the title insurance policy is properly issued? A. Obtain consent from all beneficiaries of the trust before issuing the policy. B. Verify the validity of the trust and ensure all relevant documents are reviewed and recorded. C. Issue the policy with standard coverage and address any beneficiary concerns afterward. D. Require the trust to be dissolved before issuing the title insurance policy. Answer. B. Verify the validity of the trust and ensure all relevant documents are reviewed and recorded. Explanation. When dealing with a property held in a living trust with multiple beneficiaries, it is crucial to verify the trust's validity and review all relevant documents to ensure they are properly recorded. This ensures that the title insurance policy reflects the correct ownership structure and protects all parties involved. West Virginia title insurance guidelines require thorough examination of trust documents to ensure clear and accurate title coverage. Question 19. Topic: Title insurance terminology. What does the term encumbrance refer to in title insurance? A. A claim or lien against the property that affects its value or use. B. The legal process of transferring property ownership. C. A type of insurance policy endorsement providing additional coverage. D. The administrative fees associated with issuing a title insurance policy. Answer A. A claim or lien against the property that affects its value or use. Explanation. In title insurance, the encumbrance refers to a claim or lien against the property that can affect its value or use. Encumbrances include things like mortgages, easements, and liens that can impact the property's marketability and ownership rights. Understanding encumbrances is essential for assessing title risks and determining appropriate coverage in a title insurance policy. Question 20. Topic: State-specific title insurance laws. Under West Virginia law, what is required for a title insurance policy to be valid? A. The policy must be signed by both the buyer and the title insurance company. B. The policy must include a detailed description of all property boundaries and encumbrances. C. The policy must be issued by a licensed title insurance company and conform to state regulations. D. The policy must provide coverage for all potential title defects without exceptions. Answer: C. The policy must be issued by a licensed title insurance company and conform to state regulations. Explanation. In West Virginia, for a title insurance policy to be valid, it must be issued by a licensed title insurance company and conform to state regulations. This requirement ensures that the policy meets legal standards and provides the necessary protection for title risks. Compliance with state regulations is critical to the validity and effectiveness of the title insurance policy. Question 21. Topic: Coverage and exclusions. Which of the following is an example of a typical exclusion in a title insurance policy? A. Claims arising from a previously undisclosed lien that was not recorded. B. Risks related to defects that arise after the issuance of the policy. C. Errors or omissions in the public records that were not discovered during the title search. D. Claims related to title defects that were known and disclosed before closing. Answer: B. Risks related to defects that arise after the issuance of the policy. Explanation. Title insurance policies generally exclude coverage for risks or defects that arise after the issuance of the policy. This exclusion ensures that the policy covers only those issues that existed at the time of issuance and were discovered during the title search. Coverage does not extend to future risks that occur after the policy's effective date. Question 22. Topic: Title examination procedures. When reviewing a title examination, what is the most critical aspect to verify regarding prior conveyances? A. The style and format of the legal descriptions used in prior deeds. B. The names and signatures of the parties involved in prior transactions. C. The accuracy and consistency of the chain of title and conveyance history. D. The completeness of the property's tax payment history. Answer: C. The accuracy and consistency of the chain of title and conveyance history. Explanation. The most critical aspect to verify in a title examination is the accuracy and consistency of the chain of title and conveyance history. Ensuring that each conveyance is properly recorded and consistent with previous transactions is essential for establishing clear title and avoiding potential disputes. This verification is fundamental to the integrity of the title. Question 23. Topic: Ethical considerations in title insurance. If a title insurance agent discovers a potential conflict of interest involving a client and a related party, what should be the most appropriate action? A. Proceed with the transaction without addressing the conflict, as it may complicate the process. B. Disclose the conflict of interest to all parties involved and seek consent before proceeding. C. Ignore the conflict and focus solely on completing the title insurance issuance. D. Consult with the related party to determine their position before addressing the conflict. Answer: B. Disclose the conflict of interest to all parties involved and seek consent before proceeding. Explanation. Ethically, a title insurance agent should disclose any potential conflict of interest to all parties involved and seek consent before proceeding. Transparency in dealing with conflicts ensures that all parties are aware of any potential issues and can make informed decisions. This practice upholds professional conduct standards and maintains trust in the transaction process. Question 24. Topic: Risk assessment. Which of the following factors is AST likely to influence the underwriting decision for a title insurance policy? A. The financial stability of the property owner. B. The accuracy of the title search and examination results. C. The presence of any title defects or encumbrances. D. The legal description of the property in the title report. Answer A. The financial stability of the property owner. Explanation: the financial stability of the property owner is least likely to influence the underwriting decision for a title insurance policy. Underwriting focuses more on the accuracy of the title search and examination results, any title defects or encumbrances, and the legal description of the property. These factors are critical for assessing the risk associated with the title, while the owner's financial status is less relevant. Question 25. Topic: Title search process scenario. Mr. Thomas is conducting a title search on a property that has been transferred multiple times over the past 50 years. During the search, he finds an ambiguous legal description in one of the prior deeds. What should Mr. Thomas do next? A. Proceed with the title search without addressing the ambiguous description, as it does not affect the current title. B. Ignore the ambiguous description if it seems to have no immediate impact on the current transaction. C. Clarify the ambiguous legal description by obtaining additional documentation or seeking legal advice to ensure accurate title. D. Assume the description is correct based on the surrounding context and continue with the search. Answer: C. Clarify the ambiguous legal description by obtaining additional documentation or seeking legal advice to ensure accurate title. Explanation: when encountering an ambiguous legal description during a title search, it is crucial to clarify it by obtaining additional documentation or seeking legal advice. Ensuring the accuracy of the legal description is essential for establishing clear title and avoiding potential disputes or claims. This thorough approach helps maintain the integrity of the title. Question 26. Topic: State-specific title insurance laws. Under West Virginia law, what is required for a title insurance policy to be considered valid in the case of a property with an existing mortgage? A. The mortgage must be paid off in full before the policy can be issued. B. The mortgage holder must provide written consent for the title insurance policy. C. The policy must include a specific endorsement that addresses the existing mortgage. D. The title insurance company must issue a separate policy for the mortgage holder's interest. Answer: C. The policy must include a specific endorsement that addresses the existing mortgage. Explanation: in West Virginia, for a title insurance policy to be valid in the case of a property with an existing mortgage, the policy must include a specific endorsement that addresses the mortgage. This endorsement ensures that the mortgage holder's interest is properly considered and covered, aligning with state regulations and providing comprehensive protection for all parties involved. Question 27. Topic: Problem-solving skills. What is the most effective method for resolving a title defect related to a previously recorded but unresolved mechanics lien? A. Record a notice of the lien in the public records and proceed with issuing the title policy. B. Obtain a release or settlement agreement from the lien holder to clear the lien from the title. C. Ignore the lien if it appears to be a minor issue that will not affect the transaction. D. Include the lien as an exception in the title insurance policy without further action. Answer: B. Obtain a release or settlement agreement from the lien holder to clear the lien from the title. Explanation: the most effective method for resolving a title defect related to a previously recorded but unresolved mechanics lien is to obtain a release or settlement agreement from the lien holder. This action clears the lien from the title and ensures that the property is free of encumbrances that could affect ownership. Proper resolution of such defects is crucial for providing clear title and avoiding potential claims. Question 28. Topic: Legal framework governing title insurance. Which of the following federal regulations governs the disclosure of title insurance fees and practices to consumers? A. The Fair Housing Act, FHA. B. The Homeowners Protection Act, HPA. C. The Real Estate Settlement Procedures Act, RESPAT. D. The Equal Credit Opportunity Act, ECO. Answer: C. The Real Estate Settlement Procedures Act, RESPAT. Explanation: the Real Estate Settlement Procedures Act, RESPAT, governs the disclosure of title insurance fees and practices to consumers. I. SPA requires that consumers receive a good faith estimate (GA) of settlement costs, including title insurance fees, to ensure transparency and protect consumers in real estate transactions. Question 29. Topic: Title insurance terminology. What is the purpose of a title endorsement (EICA) title insurance policy? A. To provide additional coverage or modify the standard terms of the policy. B. To record the policy in the public records for future reference. C. To exclude specific risks from coverage under the policy. D. To issue a new title insurance policy with updated coverage limits. Answer 8. To provide additional coverage or modify the standard terms of the policy. Explanation: a title endorsement is used to provide additional coverage or modify the standard terms of a title insurance policy. Endorsements are added to address specific risks or issues not covered by the standard policy, ensuring that the policy meets the unique needs of the transaction and provides comprehensive protection. Question 30. Topic: Title search process. When conducting a title search, what should be done if a potential defect is identified in the title chain due to a missing deed? A. Assume the missing deed is not important and proceed with the title search. B. Conduct further research to locate the missing deed or seek legal advice to address the potential defect. C. Exclude the property from the title search and focus on other properties with complete records. D. Notify the seller of the missing deed and request their resolution before continuing the search. Answer: B. Conduct further research to locate the missing deed or seek legal advice to address the potential defect. Explanation: if a potential defect is identified in the title chain due to a missing deed, it is crucial to conduct further research to locate the missing deed or seek legal advice to address the potential defect. This thorough approach ensures that the title is clear and complete, which is essential for issuing an accurate title insurance policy and avoiding future issues.